Hello and welcome here to Talk ACB and welcome to the preview of one of the most pivotal games of the season, an extremely massive clash at the Camp Nou between two giants in Spanish football. It's Barcelona taking on Diego Simeone's Atlético Madrid, and it's on Sunday evening. What a game it's going to be. So basically, guys, this is the turning point, isn't it? This is a game that if we win it, we can go on hopefully to bigger and better things. We can start to put to bed some of the rumours that we've been hearing, and we start to get some clarity around the club. If we lose or draw and we perform poorly, things could really unravel from this game. So it's one of those that you're going into with a lot of optimism and a lot of positivity, but at the same time you're sort of fearing a bit of a backlash if things don't quite go our way. But we have to go into it with the right mindset, and that mindset has to be that we can certainly win the game. We've got the players, the Camp Nou will be full tomorrow, the atmosphere will be great, that I hope, and we can go there and win. We really can. We've got the team, we've got the spirit, we just need to go out there, do our jobs and win the game. So this is the team that I'm going to go with. I'm not going to talk too much about Atlético Madrid in this preview. We know all about them. They're an excellent team. They're well organised. They're well set up. Diego Simeone, one of the best managers in the world. They deserve all the respect for what they're doing at the moment. They're on really brilliant form. But at the same time, we know what they're going to do. We've just got to stop them. We've got to counter that. And we've got to produce our own brilliance at the other end of the pitch. And that's what I'm going to be talking about here. Our team going out to win the game. We've got to take the game to them, not the other way round. So I'd start with Claudio Bravo in goals. That's pretty much a given. He plays all the league games anyway. The fullbacks for me, Luis Enrique really does want to mess around with this. He did it in the Clásico, didn't he? He put Macho at left back and Dani Alves right back. Don't do that. Don't do anything. Try not to mess around with anything in this game. Go with Alba and Alves. That way you've got your familiar right back and left back. You know what they're going to do. They're going to go up. They're going to go down. Sometimes they'll leave space in behind. But we know what we're going to do. They're consistent. We know what they're going to bring to the team. Jordi Alba's got incredible pace down that left-hand side. He's a real asset going forward. He's also really good for catching people on the counter. He's really quick. He's got great pace, athleticism, and what he can do is give us a lot of energy. It's just something that we have lacked in our team this season. He can certainly provide that down that left-hand side. The centre-back, some people may disagree with me here, but I would go with Gerard Piqué and Marc Bartra. I think Marc Bartra this season has not been given, yet again for another season, enough opportunities. When he's been called upon, he's delivered. Look at the PSG game, how well he did. When he gives a big game, just like the Copa del Rey final last season, he makes sure he steps up, he brings himself to the level of the game, and he never disappoints, and I really do admire him for that. You look at that and you say, let's go and put him in, let's try and drag him into a game and see what he can do, and I'd certainly start him tomorrow. And like I said, this lineup is my lineup. I don't really think Luis Enrique will go with half the players that I've gone with here, but it's just my opinion. I just think this could work quite well. So Bartra and Piqué at the back, two guys who know each other well, both Spaniards, both good with the ball at their feet, and again, both quite athletic. And now defensive midfield, that's a real talk about one there. Is it going to be Busquets or is it going to be Mascherano? I myself would go with Mascherano. And now that is a controversial decision, and you're going to look at me and you're going to say, what about everything that Busquets has done for this club? And I completely agree with you. I absolutely love Sergio Busquets. I think in his position, in his role, he's so vital to the team. He's really underrated. But at this very moment in time, he's not in a great place. Somebody who is following off the back of an outstanding World Cup is Javier Mascherano. He's in the form of his life. And in that defensive midfield position, he's quick, he's athletic, he brings energy, he brings desire, and he's really forthright in what he does. He's committed. He'll go into that tackle. He'll win the ball. He'll get it back and he'll play it on. He's quick in his play, and I feel that every time he plays in midfield, we get that extra bit of energy. We get that bit of assurance from him that he's going to be the one starting the moves, and that's what we need against Atletico. We need someone in there who is going to G the fans up a bit, who is going to inject a bit of pace into our midfield. We really do need that, and I think that's exactly why we need to go with Mascherano tomorrow. I can't see Luis Enrique doing it, but I would really like it if he did. The other two midfielders, I would go with Iniesta and Rakitic. Now, leaving Xavi on the bench, I've got my own reasoning for that. Iniesta still hasn't quite found his best form this season, but he was one of the brighter players in a very poor performance against Real Sociedad, so he could possibly do something there. He's always got that moment of magic in him. He could always produce something spectacular out of nothing, so it's always a question of putting Iniesta in the lineup and hoping that he can deliver on this very big night. Alongside him, I'd go with Rakitic because of the energy energy factor. He gives us something that we need with Dani Alves playing. With Dani Alves bombing forward, you always need someone there who's willing to cover, who's willing to sacrifice themselves for the team. Rakitic does that. Sometimes everybody notices it, but he's up and down the pitch. He gives us good energy. He's good on the ball. He's good from a set piece, and that's what we need. I think alongside Iniesta, you need somebody who's willing to do some running, and certainly against Atletico Madrid, we're going to need to do some running. So that's why I'd go with Ivan Rakitic. Strikers, we know all about them. Messi, Neymar, Suarez, and here's what I think they should do. Basically, start all three of them, and basically say, go out there and cause Atletico absolute hell. Run behind them, drop deep, run around them, just keep them moving at all times. Those three should never ever be stood still, because they're such quick players. They're all really good in the attacking third. Their positioning is always excellent, so they should never be stood still. They should always be on the move, looking for space, looking to get into wide areas, trying to cut inside. They should always be on the move. That's why I never agree with saying, put Messi on the right or put Suarez down the middle. No, they should all be moving around. They should all be trying to move Atletico's position, because Atletico Madrid are going to set up with a solid back four and a really solid midfield. We've got to try and make space in that, and we've got to try and pull them apart, twist one position, push the other one out. We've really got to make this space ourselves, and that's why I think it's so very vital tomorrow that all three of those turn up. They've all got to have good games, they've all got to be committed, and they all have to really try their best to create an opening and finish off at Atletico Madrid. And it's going to be really tough for us. Let's not deny that. Atletico are a great side. They're on great form, as I said at the beginning, but we've got the quality in this team and in whatever team that Luis Enrique picks to get the win, and that's what we need. We need a win, we need a good performance, we need the fans to see a bit of fight in ourselves, that we are willing to go and fight for wins, we are willing to go and fight for titles. That's what we need to do. Let's go out there and do it. 3 points is coming home tomorrow. Let's go and do it. Come on! Leave a like if you enjoyed this video. Comment your views down below. This is huge. This is massive. This is Barcelona's season on the line. Do not disappoint us. See you in the next video. Let's grow Barca.